This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, and it reads, red letter, "And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things needs be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows." All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodesh. Yahweh being the name of the Father who the world even calls God. Yahweh, meaning He exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world even calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushai, meaning He is the deliverer. He saves. Bahashem in the name. Rakah HaKodesh, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives through the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathim, listen and learn it in sincerity and in truth and in silence. Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers. Akwathim meaning sisters. Shalom meaning peace be unto you. Alright, we'll get right into it. Alright, as you can see here, some news alerts, news highlights that's been coming out over the last 6 to 8 hours. Right? Russia launches probe into Wagner Group's owner over threats to oust Russia's defense minister. Russia authorities launch criminal probe into Wagner Group over threats to oust defense minister. Leader of Wagner mercenary group fighting Ukraine vows justice against Russia. Head of Wagner Group vows retaliation after accusing Russian military of attack. Right, so the narrative coming out over here in the West through Western media outlets is mutiny, dissension, right, between the Wagner Group, who are Russian mercenaries hired by Putin, right, and the Russian against the Russian military complex, right? And you got to watch for Psyops. This could be a Psyop, because it's devil. Devil means deceiver. He's always playing chess. He's always casting spells, enchantments. He's always making He's always casting spells over the masses, man. Because there's no way, like, the Wagner Group can't stomp out the Russian military complex. Just like the Ukraine army can't stomp out the Russian military complex. We're getting what the elites, the elites control all the media outlets, right? BlackRock, Vanguard, they control all the media outlets, right? And it's the Lord putting the spirit on them. Let's get that real quick. The Lord's putting the spirit on the elites, their rulers, their kings, their military leaders, their sergeants, their generals. Proverbs 21. Right, because this dude here, he works for Putin. He's down with Putin. Right? He's one of Putin's men. Right? Let's get Proverbs 21, Salakia. Proverbs 21 verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, the king, the ruler. Heart, his mind, is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh. Right, so everything that these ruling class elites do, it's the Lord's will. Right? As the rivers of water He turneth it whithersoever he will, right? So whatever direction the Lord wants the elites, these ruling class elites, these bankers, these elite families, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, whatever direction the Lord wants them to go, He's going to put the Spirit on them to go in that direction. And ultimately, we know the Lord is putting the Spirit on Esau to push the Revelation 13 verse 16 on down. The grain of rice, the C-hip, NWO, total control on the world. But there's methods to Esau's madness. There's deception, there's trickery, there's wiles, there's deceits, right? Micah 2, before we go there, matter of fact, let's go to Revelation. Let me hold Micah 2 before I forget. Hold this one here. Micah 2 verse 1. We'll hold that. Salakia. We'll get Revelation 6 verse 4. This is the book of Revelation chapter 6. Verse 4. Revelation chapter 6 verse 4, and it reads, "And there went out another horse that was red." This is a vision of John the Revelator. He saw a horse that was red. The horse symbolic of power. Red symbolic of Esau. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Right? It's talking about you Edomites. Take peace from the earth. Everywhere they go, they set up military embassies, military bases. They rape, they murder, they rob, they steal. And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, right? They're bloody men. They're murderers. Given unto him a great sword. The sword being his military technology, his jets, his tanks, his aircraft carriers, his rockets, his ICBMs. But ultimately, the Lord gave him that technology. Let's get that real quick. Isaiah 54. Verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. The smith being the nuclear scientist. Right? And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. The instruments being the missiles. And I have created a waster to destroy it. Right? So the Lord gave these Edomites from the house of Teman, these German scientists, the technology to create uranium rods, missiles. Right? And these Edomites, they fight amongst themselves. This skirmish going on over there, it's an Edomite skirmish. Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Woe to them that devise iniquity. Right? Who devises iniquity? These Edomites, the wicked. Malachi 1 and 4. Job 9 and 24. And work evil upon their beds, right? Even when they're at rest, they're thinking of ways to destroy Jake. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, right? They practice their wickedness. The Lord set them up to be in the power seat, the ruler seat, right? The power of their hand. They're in the power seat. The bankers, the bankers. Right? All wars are banker wars. right? But you gotta ask yourself when you see things like this, be mindful of the psyops, right? Let's close with Ephesians, right? The wiles. Let me get that in the New Testament. Ephesians. I'm going to read it in the New Testament. I'm going to get the word wiles. Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6 verse 11. And it reads, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Right? Put on the whole armor. And who has on the whole armor of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, in these days and times? The elect, right? That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Devil meaning deceiver. Wiles in Greek, methodia. Strong's G 3180.
Strong's G 3180. Methodia. Methodia.
Methodia. Like method, right? Cunning, arts, deceit, craft, trickery in the Strongs. From a compound of G3326 and G3593, compare method, traveling over, i.e., travesty, trickery, wild, lie in wait, right? Be mindful of the psyops, right? Be mindful of the angles, because it's devil. He knows he has but a short time. So with that, stay prayed up, prayed out ceasing. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, who teach well and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.